So Bob, hi, it's our wedding day and it's something that I've been looking forward since we met, honestly. You're everything that I've always wanted. I'm so glad that we met, how we met at work, and I am looking forward to our adventures and our future together for the rest of our lives. I love you. So we first met March 22nd, 2016 at work. So Bob was actually, so he works for the Marshal Service and he was in Springdale looking for somebody with Springdale detectives. And so I had just become a school resource officer and it was my spring break. So I went out helping patrol and things like that. And so they needed a translator and they called me to go translate. And we met at work, and it was funny because Bob wanted my number and he asked for my number so I can help translate in the future. And that night he sent me a friend request on Facebook. I accepted. We started talking and I sent him my number, and then Sunday, March 27th, we had our first date at Smitty's, and then we went to his house to watch Batman, and that's been it. I had him from Hello, so yeah, it's pretty great.
So Millie, today's the big day. Can't believe we're finally here. 3 years in the making. Pretty excited. You know, I'm not very creative, but I'm trying to be heartfelt and genuine. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it, and I couldn't think of anybody better to spend the rest of my life with. So, I love you. She's a very kind and caring person. She's charming and just really down to earth. Her sense of humor, 100%. So, just learning more and then like growing together, you know, buying a house, starting a family, stuff like that, all the typical Americana answers. But just saying that we did it, you know what I mean? Like finally making it official and having the title and everything. I mean, we pretty much got as close as we can get, you know, without being married. So it's gonna be cool to actually make it official and like learn and grow together. So.
I feel like it's really hit me today that we're getting married and that we're like officially starting our future together. I feel so amazing that it's like our day, and I get to share it with all of our family and friends, and I'm just really excited that the day is finally here, 4/20.
Welcome everyone. My name is Nick Bethay, and I have the ultimate honor and the ultimate privilege to officiate this wonderful wedding today. And as we begin, I pray that this would be a moment to be remembered and cherished, not only by these two, but everyone that's in attendance today. You see, marriage is a very special spiritual connection of two people being united for a common purpose, bringing love and trust together into a single focus. We have come together today in the presence of God to witness and bless the joining of this man and this woman in holy matrimony. The union of wife and husband in heart, body, and mind is intended by God for their mutual joy, for the help and comfort given to one another in prosperity and in adversity. The marriage covenant is the holiest of all agreements that two people can possibly make. It is the most ancient and it's also the most enduring. It's the most ancient of all covenants, as we see in Scripture, for it was between the first two humans that God ever created. And you will see that it is the most holy of covenants because it is the foundation of family and all of human civilization. It is the most enduring because it lasts the entire lifetime of each of the parties. And it's the most holy because it evokes the name of God. The covenant of marriage is simple and it's direct. Man is instructed to do three things in marriage. First, he is to leave his father and mother. Why? Because he is creating a new family. Marriage is the foundation of family, and family is the foundation of all civilization. If you remove marriage or family, civilization will surely crumble. Second, he is to cleave to his wife. Cleave is an old Hebrew word that is the root word for wood glue. The two are literally glued together for life, whether you like it or not. And thirdly, they become one flesh. They are to operate as one unit together. Their lives together are not 50% and 50%, yet they are 100 and 100, a commitment of full commitment to one another. And I, for one, know this is going to be an incredible marriage. It's going to be full of happiness and joy, as I said earlier. And finally, in front of all of your friends, I have the high privilege and honor to now pronounce you man and wife. Bob, you may kiss your bride. Let me be the first to offer you my blessings. I have the high honor of introducing these two for the first time as Mr. and Mrs. Bob Steiner.
My favorite things about Bob are his humor, his honesty, and his loyalty. We make each other laugh all the time, and I swear it's like we don't really have fights or anything, and a lot of it is because we're just so both down to earth and we get each other's sense of humor. He's respected me since day one, never pressured me into doing anything, and it was just always about respect. So he respects me and I respect him, and it's just that loyalty and honesty that I love about him. First impressions were like, wow, he's like really cute. Like, he's pretty cute. And he was wearing, I'm pretty sure he was wearing a hat, he was wearing his Oakley glasses with like his, you know, his tactical pants, and he had his vest on and everything. I was like, man, he looks pretty good. And when we met, he said, hey, I'm Bob, and he gave me this really firm handshake. And so we shook hands, and then we went to a different location, and I saw him again, and I was like, you know, he's like really cute. And he was asking for our numbers to translate me and other officers, and the other officer was like, yeah, like I'll go translate. Oh my gosh, we get to work with you know, like the U.S. Marshals, and he was so excited. And Bob was like, no, like let me get your number so you can help translate. But I knew he wanted my number, and I was like, I guess I'll give him my number whenever he hit me up on Facebook, and that was it. And so we went on our first date, and I remember he was wearing a hat, and he said something about like, oh, I always wear hats because I'm balding. it was pretty funny, but yeah, I thought he was a good looking guy.
Our story is pretty well known, so she translated for us when I was out working a case in Springdale, and so I was immediately attracted to her, and it was one of those things, couldn't believe I made it happen. So almost screwed up a few times, but you know, we got it. Immediately found out like how funny she is and stuff, and so it was, I don't know, we kind of just became instant friends. So I still don't know to this day if she played me out and just happened to set up, you know, some sort of photo shoot. We were going to take, you know, just regular, like she wanted photos taken, and that kind of gave me the perfect opening, you know, she had already found my ring that I had stashed, and so she knew it was coming, but I think I got it. It was a good surprise, so.
Millie, congratulations, and congratulations, Bob. But Millie, I'm so excited that this day has come. It was amazing. You're like a little sister to me, and I love you so much. We have many memories together. We've waited for this day for a lifetime, I feel like. We've always planned how this day is gonna work, and you met the perfect man, and you married him, and I couldn't be more excited for you. I love you so much. Congrats. So Millie and I are cousins. So we grew up together in California, then she moved here a few years later, and now we ended up moving here. So you remember when we used to go to Dillard's all the time. I mean, we're there basically every other day trying all those prom dresses when we were younger and figuring out which one we would have for our quinceañera, which one we would have for our wedding. And now you're here with the most beautiful dress, and you got married, and it was perfect. I also remember some hilarious memories we have back when we used to have our band, J2M, and we'd have the best concerts for our family. You know, rocking out to Britney Spears and NSYNC's Bye 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 and your Michael Jackson impersonations. Those were pretty hilarious. But it's been a lifetime of happiness together, and now here you are gonna share it with Bob and the rest of us. But I do want to be an aunt, so make it soon, okay? So, Millie, you're a police officer, which is a career in which you risk your life every day to keep us safe, to keep me safe, and you do that so great. You're a true hero. You've gotten recognized for it, and I don't think as a family and myself, we recognize you enough for that, but we really are proud of you, extremely proud of you, and we thank you so much for everything you do. I admire you for that. I also admire you for keeping your humor and your happiness, even though you have to have such a hard and tough career, and I know that you have to make some really tough decisions when it comes to that, but you do it with such a big heart and with so much love and passion that I admire you so much. You're a true inspiration for that. And Bob, you're lucky, dude. You're the man. You got the girl that looks like a snack all the time. So, congrats to you. I love you both so much, and I wish you a lifetime full of happiness. Kisses.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tammy. I'm Bob's sister. He thinks I'm about to shit show in front of everybody, so excuse my language, but I'm gonna do my best not to. I'm so happy that everyone was here tonight, able to celebrate with us their love and happiness and their marriage. I can honestly say I've never seen my brother as happy as I've seen him with Millie, and as a sister, that's something that's very dear to my heart. He can truly be himself with Millie, and she can be herself with him. And as a sister, I'm very happy to see that. As for Millie, I'm very excited to not only be getting you as a sister, but as a friend for life. I've told you this many times before, but I'm very blessed to have you in my life, and I'm very excited to see where our friendship and everything will go. I wish the both of you a lifetime full of love and happiness and nothing but nieces and nephews for me. Because I'm being selfish and I want that. So, but I just wish the best for both of you, and I'm so happy that you guys are both happy and in love, and I just can't wish for anything more. But I love you both. Thank you.
Those of you that don't know me, my name is Alex. I'm one of Millie's older brothers and formerly Bob's worst nightmare. I knew that title my dad, but my dad's too nice. So when I first heard about Bob, I actually live in California, and when I first heard about Bob, I was on the phone with my mom. I think I was driving at the time, and she's like, "Oh yeah, because your sister told me about this new guy she's dating." No, she hasn't mentioned anybody. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it? Oh yeah, his name's Bob. about 5 days go by after initial shock, because when I heard that, I was like, but then, as I started coming into town, I got to know Bob a little bit, hanging out with my family, and to me, the more and more it made sense that my sister chose Bob from Oklahoma. But one thing I learned very quickly about Bob, and without having to meet his family, was how much he loved his family. And I've never met his parents before at that time. And how I found that out was because of the love that he showed my family when I was around. And that love means more to me than anything else in the world. And I want you to know that. I'm trying to hold it together. And as far as Millie, Q hit on it earlier about your patience. I don't know how you did it with 2 older brothers. Games, tagging along for practices, to supporting us, even when I had a tough time. And you were always very, very patient with me. And, you know, even when I probably wasn't at my strongest, I tried to show you that I was strong, because I wanted to be such a good example to you. And I want you to know you look beautiful tonight. I love you. Bob, we'll get there. Cheers to this beautiful, beautiful moment and to this love.
For marriage, I'm most excited about just sharing life experiences with Bob. You know, we've talked about family and making a home and, you know, traveling together, and I think that's what I'm most excited for, is just sharing life experiences with my #1 person, with the person, you know, that I'm gonna share my life with, and he's my best friend, so.